Okay, everybody, what is up? And welcome. This is Carlos Sanchez, aka Sneak Geeks, and it is April 27th, 2017. And in this video, we're going to cover what to do when your Bitcoin transaction gets stuck or is unconfirmed. This is something that is happening more often due to the increased use of Bitcoin and the debates that are going on with that. So stay tuned. Okay, everyone, welcome back. So, as I stated, what to do when your Bitcoin transaction gets stuck or unconfirmed. I've been working in the Bitcoin space for about 6+ years now, and I've only had that happen to me maybe 3 times it's ever happened where my Bitcoin transaction got stuck. The first time was a long time ago, and I had no idea what to do, and I just let it stay stuck. And then after a day or two, I got the Bitcoins came back to me. And then I sent it out again. I didn't know anything about miners fees and that sort of thing. So that's what happened the first time. But more recently, this just happened to me 2 days ago. And again, this has only happened to me maybe 3 or 4 times that I can remember. Right now, I actually only can remember twice, but it's probably happened another time. So I sent out a transaction to BitPay. BitPay, if you know or may not know, is a merchant processor for Bitcoins. But they also offer what's called a Bitcoin Visa card. So I have a Bitcoin Visa card that I use. I load Bitcoin onto it, and it transfers it into cash. And I'm able to use that Visa card anywhere that accepts Visa. Use it to pay for items, and use it to withdraw cash from an ATM, or withdraw cash at the point of sale. Like if I'm at the grocery store and I'm shopping, I can ask for cash back. And that's really the better way to do it, so you don't incur any ATM fees. So I want to show you a transaction. This is my Mycelium wallet, right, on my mobile device. And I'm going to show you a transaction that I did. And by the way, look at that price, Bitstamp, $13.27 for Bitcoin. Looking good, looking good. So this was the transaction here. If you can see, this transaction for 0.10111939, $134. Actually, it was $125 that I was sending. I'm assuming this app, as the Bitcoin price increases or changes, it will increase the dollar value of it, or the exchange rate. I'm not 100% sure, but I was just putting 125 on my card. So I sent this transaction, and within the Mycelium wallet, if you have a transaction and it's the green check here, this green light is not lit, that means it's unconfirmed. And that went on for hours. It was 8-10 hours or so. So if you have an unconfirmed transaction, this will not be green. And then if you click on these 3 little dots up here, you'll have an additional field that'll say, do you want to accelerate this transaction? I forget the exact wording, but do you want to add some fees to the miners to accelerate your transaction, your stuck transaction? So that option was there. So I went ahead and did that. And that's what this transaction is. So this transaction here is the transaction that I sent. Wrong thing. I want to go here, and then I want to go to show details. This is a transaction that I sent to accelerate my transaction. So it was an additional fee. It was about $1, about $1. Let's actually go back. Let's see if it says what that was. Yeah, 97 cents, right? So I sent an additional 97 cents to accelerate the transaction, did that, and the transaction went out immediately, instantly. Pretty quick. I forget exactly how long it took. So that's a great feature that's inside of the Mycelium wallet. But if you're not using the Mycelium wallet and you get into this situation, another option that you have is, let me minimize, this website here, viabtc.com. So viabtc.com, it looks like it's a pool, but I've never used it as a pool. But they have this tab here which is labeled Tool. Click on that, and what you get is actually you get this service statement that comes up. This is a pretty interesting read. It talks about their opinion as far as Bitcoin Core and the Blockstream development team. It talks about the reason the transaction accelerator exists due to problems created by Bitcoin Core. And rather than viewing Bitcoin as, if you go ahead and read it, it's a pretty interesting opinion piece. And let's see if we can scroll down. And yeah, that they're completely disgusted with Bitcoin Core and what they're doing. So anyway, you can move out of that. And if we go to, you go here, transaction ID, you can put in the hash, the ID hash. So what that is, let's say we go to this transaction, show details, and this up here is the hash. So this is the transaction ID. So you would do is you would copy that and then you would paste it into here, transaction ID. You put in the CAPTCHA and then you hit submit, and then it goes on and you have to submit a payment to the miners, so to accelerate your transaction. It won't work for this one because this transaction has already been confirmed. And just to show you that, let me go over here. And so this is the transaction ID of that prior transaction. And if we enter in the CAPTCHA and hit submit, it's going to say transaction has been confirmed already. So there's nothing they can do for me on that. But if you had a transaction that wasn't confirmed, then you would send a fee and then it will accelerate it. So that's pretty much it, folks. That's how to accelerate a stuck Bitcoin transaction. It's good to know. I have, like I said, I've run into this in the past. Only 2 times that I can actually remember, maybe 3 times, but I didn't know what to do in the past and I just waited it out. But now, through my Mycelium wallet, I can either send an additional fee to accelerate that transaction, or you can use this website here, viabtc.com, and you can accelerate your transaction. All right, everybody, that is it for today. We'll be creating another video very soon, so make sure you subscribe so you can get the notifications. We're going to be doing all sorts of other things on this channel, maybe giving away some Bitcoin or some Ethereum or some Litecoin or some Dash. So make sure you subscribe. And if you're looking to get into mining, there's some details in the description below. Genesis Mining is what I've been using. And just to give you a quick look at that, what my profits stand at right now. As of yesterday, we are at $97 for 315 mega hashes, and that cost about $1,550 to do that. So we're almost on our way to getting our ROI, our return on investment. All right, everyone, that is it for now. And stay up, stay tuned, and peace.